down. Alright. Alright, yeah, I'm back. I think this. I'm skipping all over the place. I said, I couldn't go in the position. I couldn't go in the direction of how I was supposed to go. So, other than that, here we are. I gotta do these for crunchy. One of your cousins has sent you a message. Oh, damn. I was about to say, for real? Oh, that's a damn game. It said one of your cousins has sent you a message. Reserve the table at your restaurant. I'm like, oh, for real? Girl, that's a goddamn game. I'm over here getting excited and shit. Anywho, I don't know. It probably has some meaning misinterpreting. Mm, probably has misinterpreting. Oh. All right. Yeah, the reason why I said that because you got Moon and 5 of Wands. That's what I said. Misinterpreting. Could have been that though. Not seeing something for what it is. 5 of Wands, arguments, miscommunication, shit like that. Moon did come out though. That's why I said if you do got Pisces placements, you should probably go check that out. Because Pisces was kind of like that though. Ace of Pentacles. Pisces was like that though. It was kind of like shit. Ace of Pentacles. My bad. It was kind of like bring it back. Wait a minute. I gotta focus. Here you go. Bam. It was about miscommunication. It was. Ace of Pentacles was the overall mood, so it could be. Well, it was more detailed and depth than that though. But probably with emotionals or whatever. But the overall mood is Ace of Pentacles, though. I say that, though. Ace of Pentacles is about opportunities, maybe a hand, maybe assistance in something, calling in something, things finally coming to fruition, or whatever the case may be. We got Scorpionic energy here. It's manifesting, got something to do with something. Ooh, wee. Let's go. But we do got two reversed. And over here, they fell out. Let me show y'all. Trying to pick them all up at once so I can show you at one damn time. Wait. God damn. It's 2 cards. Ooh, shit. 4 cups reversed, 9 of Wands, eight of Wands, 6 of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles. That's why I said it looked like some misinterpreting something. Kind of feels like that though. We'll see. We will see. God damn, it seems like I'm taking the film. Okay, we got Temperance and the High Priestess. We need 2 more. 9 of Swords. We need 1 more. Yeah. Damn. What is that? Girl. The World. Shit. Though I said it was misinterpretation. It was misinterpreting something though, because like I think that and I was like, oh, it said customer, so I automatically assumed that it was something from my email or whatever the case might be, but it wasn't. So it's like, yeah, it feels like that type of situation. That's why I said if you got Pisces, let's go check that out. But on the bottom of the day, we got 2 of Cups. We got Empress in reverse. Ooh, we got Devil, Strength. Oh, no, wait a minute. 3 of Swords reverse. And we got a Judgment card. Yes. This ain't that 6 of Wands. I told you in the Emperor reverse, it was kind of like a dethroning process. Frenemies, certain situations, I don't know if it's like dealing with situations in power or having some form of control. But Judgment reverse sometimes can be miscommunications. Sometimes it can be misjudging someone, a situation. It could be in a form of malicious style. You hear me say like that's in a root of gossip. 6 of Wands will do that though. With the Judgment and 3 of Swords, though, this could be resurrecting something old or like something maybe coming up to the surface to heal, to strengthen a person, a situation. I don't know. Then you got the Devil. We'll see. Devil reverse independently, like to break free from something though. That's why I said it's kind of like this energy, resurrecting, bringing something up. It's like, oh, I don't want to deal with this, but it's to bring something up, to necessarily heal it, to fix it though. Emperor and Empress reverse. That's kind of like being um tired. not knowing where to make a decision though. On the Emperor side, it's more it's like tired, but it's like on the Emperor side, it's more in the manner of it has to go this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. So where it's not exuding a sense of strength. And then you got the Empress here too, bearing, insecure, in a place of neediness or having some form of doubt that it leads into a Two of Cups. Whether it's got something to do with a relationship or friendship or not, but it seems like something may be resurrecting, coming to the surface to fix. I ain't gonna say it don't give me a relationship. We'll see, but it didn't give me a relationship. You got no relationship cards out here. It's just perception, reactionary situation. Boom. Let's go. We got the Scorpionic energy here. Could be an ending. That's what you hear me say. Ending, transformation, something that's putting somebody in a position to let go or forcibly let something to go with the Emperor reverse and the Four of Cups and the Temperance though. For some of y'all though, this could be making peace with a situation. I don't know if it's losing out or wanting something to be in a state of control though. Like it's kind of like, oh, I can do this, bam, and it's like making peace with something though. I kind of feel like that. Then you got Two of Swords. Then you got Knights of Wands, two different damn directions, and then you got the High Priestess. So that's why I said that's kind of like not knowing, sitting idle. It could be with a situation though, or just communication wise. Like, oh, I should have said this. I don't know, but it's kind of like the Two of Swords, not knowing what you should do or what to do though. For some of y'all, it's kind of like sitting on the opposing side, especially if it's like the Six of Wands. Like if you were in a friend group or necessarily with certain people, because the Judgment reverse can be somebody who brings up gossip in a malicious form, beating up people past in certain situations. So now it's kind of like somebody gets to see the other end of a situation, though. That's what it kind of feels like. So it's kind of like you are sitting in the middle and kind of like, oh, what do I do? So that's what I said. Like, what do I do? Three of Pentacles reversed, though. I told you this is a very uncompromising energy, an inability to be able to move forward or look at something for what it is, though. Six of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles, though, and the Nine of Swords. This could be like, oh no, 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 no. Like this could be somebody trying to keep something hidden, suppressed, or with its emotional sense, or in a place of hiding. That's what kind of feels like emotional hiding situation. That's where it's kind of feel like Emperor energies. Emperor and Empress. Could be dealing with loss. I don't know. It kind of feels like that though. Losing someone. I said that though. Could be losing somebody. Kind of feel like that though. But it's like somebody sitting in the middle. I don't know if this is your mind. Sit in the middle and then want to go to the left, want to go to the right. I think it's the emotional taxing situation. Let's go. We're 7 minutes in here. We're 7 minutes in. God damn. We're 7 minutes in. Nine of Cups, Four of Pentacles. Ooh, child. Strength and this. You know they fall out. How'd it go? Nine of Cups with the Four of Pentacles. I told you that's kind of like unhappy about a situation. That's kind of like, oh, I don't like how this situation played out, but it's kind of like making peace with something. I tell you, if it's overall, if it's a relationship, it's like what you have poured into it. The strength necessarily, though, with reverse, this could be like ego based or lacking that strength to be able to move forward. So this could be like the control, the mind, the what if, the mania. Like, that's what I kind of feel like with this Emperor, though. I don't know if you're sitting on two sides or something or like in the middle or something. But this is, I don't know if it's driving you to mania or you're the one that's in control or trying to deal with the Empress and Emperor energy, trying to fix the situation. But it looks like it's coming from a needy power. This is this driving situation. That's why I say it's like unhappy with how the situation played out. But the Emperor and the Devil here, it's kind of like, was it really worth it? Like, does it make sense? Ah, Eight of Cups and the Seven of Swords. That's why I said like Eight of Cups to that. Nine, that's the Ace of Cups. We'll see how that turn out though. With the Seven of Swords, this could be like somebody with malicious intent though. That's why I said it's kind of like somebody who is the middleman. It's like being controlled, being driven by something. It could be trauma, it could be dark, it could be shadowy. But it's like old, bound and chained, or whatever the case may be. This Eight of Cups and the Seven of Swords, though, this is somebody that's emotionally attached to the same thing over and over and over again. So you possibly could do the same thing or mull over a situation to the point of where it's kind of like, I don't know. So you keep running back to something because, like, low key, it keeps you emotionally fulfilled. That's what the Emperor's energy is there. Because Six of Wands, this could be the people that you necessarily hang around. It's kind of not your friends, enemies, flatterers. People like, oh yeah, yeah. They kind of don't tell the truth. Because there's no room for truth because you got the high priestess here. That's what I said. And then you got the world. So I don't know. To you, to somebody else, or the persona necessary that you're supposed to have on, or some fixed perception of something. All right. All right. We got Queen of Wands and Two of Wands. I like that though. Queen of Wands and the Two of Wands. That's about action. That's doing something. I said it. Yes. Yeah. Herman and the Ace of Cups. Let me get some more. Page of Pentacles. Five of Cups and the Two of Cups. Let me go on. I'm like, girl, come on. Wait a minute, I'm trying to get them all out because I want to switch decks, and we had 11 minutes. Five of Pentacles, Three of Swords, and then we got the 10 of Wands. I'll show y'all again. Get one more for the side. And then the Seven of Wands, energy and play, Three in the Star. Yep. All right. Here we go. We got Queen of Wands, we got the Two of Wands, and we also have a Hermit energy. It looks like somebody wants to do something about it, or like I said, this could be you in a situation where you're the middleman. You know necessarily what to do or about a situation, or this could be the wisdom of pain for a situation. So you could be trying to offer this from somebody though. But it could be misleading though, because the Page of Pentacles is somebody that doesn't want to pay attention or necessarily listen. So it's kind of like you may be trying to give, but it's like a sticky move. Like I'm trying to put you on this, but I'm trying to get the fuck out though. It's kind of like, oh, you know how like you go in the store and you're like, oh, but they got this on sale. You better go over here and get that. It's like that type of situation. It's kind of like, no, I'm not trying to, it's like, no, 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 no. I didn't say. And it's kind of like this type of energy of five and two, which is a Three of Cups energy of play. It's kind of like, no, I'm not trying to tell you that, but at the same time, I'm trying to give you this to be able to pay attention though. So I said, I don't know if it's like miscommunication though, but if it goes the wrong way, this could be about a relationship or a connection though. That's why I said something keeping somebody chained bound. High priestess and the devil. It's kind of like, yeah. Kind of like emotional blackmail, I tell you that. Five of Cups and the Two of Cups, or whatever the case may be. With that, though, Page of Pentacles, I tell you, Page of Pentacles is like a fair weather friend. That's like somebody who just pops up. Like, it's kind of like their friend. They're not like the Page of Wands, whether it's like ongoing problems, situations. It's just like somebody who doesn't has common sense. They kind of bounce to the beat of their own drum. They're gonna do what they want to do. So when it comes to losing out on relationships, it's kind of like I don't know if it's your personality or a person you're dealing with or a situation. When it comes to something, it's kind of like no. Let me talking about this folly though. Kind of feels like that. Going back to the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Wands, it's forcing somebody in a position to be able to move. You got Ten of Wands, Three of Swords, and then it goes back to that Five of Pentacles. You hear me say that's like I told you with that judgment. I didn't like that though. And the Seven of Swords is kind of like that malicious intent or gossipy in a form of, especially with this Page of Pentacles. I told you there could be opportunistic type people though. Especially if you got the Six of Wands, this could be opportunistic type people. So it's really not no space for friends. Anywho, but going back to the Five of Pentacles with the Three of Wands and the 10, though, I said this is Seven of Wands energy at play. So it's kind of like I want to move forward, but at the same time, this that resurrecting energy. So it's like, no, we're going to keep pushing the same thing. But at the Five of Pentacles, it may ostracize you, or you may feel out in the cold, you don't know. Or it could be in a state of like, this coming to friendships, though. It's gonna be somebody that's kind of like a horrible friend and like you not wanting to say something though, but the fact that when you want to say something or tell something in the form of it's like you saying no, I didn't say we were cool, like that type of energy, but it's kind of like it's weird. So it's kind of like information will fall on deaf ears. So I don't know if somebody with you or somebody else. And you got Three of Swords with the Star reverse. I tell you that's healing, but at the same time it's like some emotional dissatisfaction. That's why I say it's like a situation that's drudged up for you to heal. I don't think it's necessarily dealing with something or the situation probably is, but it's digging something up for you to be able to deal with this. I don't know if it's got something to do with your spiritual journey. cooperating with others. The star energy is aqua energy, kind of like sister signing it up. It's not your sister sign. I'm talking about in the element group. But humanitarianism is about coexisting. So that's why I say it's kind of like this energy. But I don't know if it's a personal situation that keeps you from connecting with certain people. So it kind of feels like that though. I don't know if it's a personality trait, mind, mania, situation, self sabotaging, acting, conversations. It's kind of like somebody just be emotionally distant from certain people. Like they don't plant long term seeds to stick around or be in a situation. It's like nobody's not looking forward towards, oh, so how's your day going? Like tomorrow, the next day. That's what it kind of feels like though. We got justice in reverse. I thought it was something else that came out. Ugh. You got justice, nine of pentacles, and a pentacle. Like two different people with conflicting energy. Justice could be like a karmic, fair share, emotional bias. Nine of pentacles is somebody that's kind of like self-absorbed. They're focused on like money, materials, greed, just themselves, and a problem of like page of wands is somebody that's kind of like hyperly negative. And it's kind of like bad news. It's kind of like continuously bad news, dealing with certain situations, people. Maybe it's just a 3D. If it's money, if it's communication, like this is somebody that's focused on like fixing them. So it's like no room. So if you were to come, well, I said I feel like this is the page of pentacles. Like, yeah, I'm not your friend, but I just want to say this, and it's like, no, it's like you wasting your breath. Or if somebody's like this with you, or if it's like two different friend groups of people, it's kind of like nobody cared about tomorrow or the actions or certain situations. So it's kind of like if it was, then it's like where does it go? Ooh. Ah. You got the Knight of Swords reversed, Ten of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and the Moon. Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know. The Knight of Wands is, I say, this Knight of Swords is somebody who you can't talk to. That's somebody who's an emotional tyrant. That's somebody who is kind of semi. It's like semi like a dictatorship. It's kind of like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like you can't talk to them. It's semi like it just don't go places. Let me say that it don't go places. Emperor, empress could be a mom, a parent, whoever it is, or whatever. It's kind of like the situation goes nowhere. Especially when it comes to happiness, though. So somebody kind of got like a my way to highway. It's kind of like a problem. Then you got Six of Cups and a Wheel of Fortune. It's like, all right, okay, boom. That's why I said finishing something, some cycle. We got the moon though. So that's why I said this could be you knowing but not following your intuition, not knowing which way to go, what direction. Because I gotta feel like it's kinda like I wanna say this, but I don't because I don't want it to be taken in that form. That's what kind of feels like though. The Wheel of Fortune and that moon. It feels like I said the moon. Anyway, let's go. Ooh, yeah, 18 minutes, y'all. Let me hear real fast on my another day. Ooh, yeah, I kind of feel like it's dead though. All right, okay. That's why I say you got King of Swords, Queen of Cups, the Hangman reverse, Six of Swords, and here. That's why I said cutting ties and moving the fuck on. So that's what kind of feels like though. The Hangman could be fears or worries, the illusions of a certain situation though. The King of Swords is kind of like, nah, you know what? I think for the cut ties though, especially from a person or for like emotional satisfaction though. Because the hangman, this could be like you, like not knowing that you have been sitting in a position for so long. Whether it's dealing with emotional hurt, grown numb to a certain situation. It's kind of like if you had friends or people, they kind of like have a lot of bad behavior. And so it's kind of like, it's weird. It's kind of like somebody got some bad behavior, and it's kind of like this could be you, could be another person. It's kind of like the hangman is there, so somebody's like, oh, that's just how they are, and it's more like, oh no, somebody's like ready to cut ties. Six of Swords and the Lovers, like asking for some assistance. So I don't know if that's you moving or pushing forward because this is y'all energy, Gemini energy. So it's like trying to ascend, like being stuck on that 3D, whether it's you trying to accumulate so much on certain things, then like focusing, because it's like focusing on the material abundance. My bad, because Nine of Pentacles. This is material abundance. Looking out for self, though. That's not the epitome of humanitarian energy. So now it's kind of like moving forward and seeing, like being emotionally caught up, or when it comes to your happiness, it's kind of like this don't mirror what I wanted to. It's not the help. It's not the assistance. So that's why I said I don't know. That's what I kind of feel like that. Or maybe you being challenged, like, okay, this is like knowing when and when not to give help. On the bottom of the day, you got Page Cups. Oh, I said nine. Yeah, that's the epitome. Seven of Cups, Sun, Two of Pentacles, and on the bottom one more, we got Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, that's why I said this is a slow lesson. But it sticks and it stays. That's a good thing about the Knight of Pentacles. It comes slow. It's a slow moving card. It's earth magic. What you are, I can see the magician or whatever the case may be, whether you're working on something or trying to accumulate, whether we talk about the manifestation. But it's kind of like the teeter tottering. Oh, it's slow, but at the same time, it's moving so slow. I think you may be losing interest or in something or a person, whether you feel like invested in it to where it's kind of like, oh, well, it brings about some unhappiness. Then you go through the Seven of Cups, this moon energy. Oh, well, yeah, da 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 da, trying to romanticize or keep the Nine of Wands. This is the vulnerabilities, not learning from the past. And then it's the Page of Cups where it's saying, oh, well, I was very dishonest. I really didn't like this. Maybe I'm not happy with a certain situation. Or it's weird. It's like I'm not, you know. Anyway, it just looks like I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm not saying that you're not happy. You could be like in a situation, career, job, life. But I told you, kind of like somebody's like, hey. So that's why I said, pick your battles wisely. Pick your battles wisely. Especially with like arguments, miscommunication, especially when you're dealing with family. Sometimes these bitches just I've been telling every sign that though, like I'm telling you, like every sign when I started off, I was like, just keep your mouth closed. I've been telling everybody that. I don't even know why though, because everybody had like, well, Page of Swords didn't come out of yours, but and everybody had the Page of Swords reversed, and it was like Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords. I was like, yeah, oh, it's kind of like going through hardships. But yeah, we'll put 13 from this. I do one more, and then I think I only got two more left. And that's tomorrow. Start over here again. We got the food. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's just weird though, because it's kind of like it's a pre-warning that came, and somebody didn't pay attention. I don't know what that's about. You got Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Six of Wands. That's what I say. It kind of feels like that though. It's kind of like a pre-warning that somebody didn't pay attention. Page of Pentacles, I say that's also somebody that don't follow. They don't listen to directions. They don't. They're like, oh well, whatever. They don't. It's like, oh well. So if it was you and somebody was talking to you, it's kind of like you was like, oh, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do. The shadow response, oh, I got me fucked it. They ain't gonna do me like this. You do me like this. That type of energy. Or it's kind of like you talking to somebody, you tell them, and then they go the opposite. And it's kind of like, see, I told you. It's like that's what it kind of feels like though. But I think for you, when it comes to that star energy, it's like learning when and when not to. Ooh, ooh. All right, wait a minute, I dropped one. Same card, y'all already saying the damn Six of Wands. Jesus. Six of Wands. Six of Wands. Six of Wands. Same card, I'm just showing you. I need one more. I need one more. Six of Wands. Six of Wands. Alright, my bad. Why am I doing it? The High Priest was reversed. That would not. That would not surprise me though. I'm not saying it for you, but I'm talking about just. Let's go. On the bottom of that, we got Eight of Pentacles reversed. We got King of Cups. We got Queen of Pentacles. We got Ten of Swords. We got Hierophant. And we got the Hangman. Ooh, look at that Seven of Swords. Yep. Wait a minute, I want to show y'all two more because I told you I ain't pulling nothing from the bottom of this deck. Look at that. Five of Pentacles. See y'all in the deck. It's like this way. You see the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is going back towards the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. This could be a person though. Queen of Swords is somebody that's kind of like very truthful, blunt, like somebody who doesn't have like etiquette when they necessarily speak, but at the same time, it's factuals. It's kind of like being so emotionally fed up to the point where it's kind of like, no, thing. So somebody's going back towards somebody. I don't know if it's somebody that's like venting some sort of truth or back to a state of position when it comes to communicating or speaking truth, because the Page of Cups was reversed when it comes to unhappiness. Then you got the Hangman reverse, that fluctuating energy. The Hangman is like, okay, I'm ready to make a decision. I'm ready to get down, think. But I don't think like thinking necessarily went on in this process. It's like, untie me, get me from this shit. Like this would kind of feel like, you see somebody fed up, they're like, get me from this shit. You got hair front here. My bad. Oh, my man was somewhere. You got hair front and the Ten of Swords though. Hair front, this could be I tell you, this could be spirituality. Going through some type of thing, routine structure, learning type card, understanding, hierarchy, rules. Like this is how Emperor or Empress or certain situations. This could be routine or somebody wanting something a certain way though. A marriage or a relationship though, it's kind of like getting over the hard part, but somebody's like, so it's like, if it's a commitment, you hear me saying the realms of relationship though, it's kind of like somebody's going back to the old them. I think it's because I think it's old them, emotionally fed up, because you got Eight of Cups. Ugh. All right, okay. Then you got Queen of Pentacles, but it's healing though. So that's what I say. Same, like when you healing certain things, it kind of get a little ugly though. So it's like before the, what do you say, calm before the storm. But the calm always come after it though. So I would say that though. So it's kind of like that. It kind of does feel like that though. Healing, fixing, planting, eternal, understanding. I like that. You got King of Cups though. Mm. And you need Pentacles. It's ass backwards. Yeah, it's ass backwards. I often say that though, because it's Queen of Pentacles, it's King of Cups, and it's Eight of Pentacles. It's Eight of Pentacles is somebody who don't pay attention, who don't want to put in the work, somebody who doesn't have time. Even if this is school, a situation like this is the energy. I don't know if it's like somebody's given towards a relationship, a situation, a teacher, a student, or whatever the case may be. It's kind of like somebody doesn't have energy to give. That's why I kind of feel like if it's school, it's kind of like somebody saying, "Oh, I don't want to go to school. I want to do something else." Like somebody's giving up on something, saying, "No, I don't want to go to school. Fuck school. I'm done." Like that's what it kind of live. Like, that's what it kind of feels like with this High Priestess reverse. I don't know if because of COVID or career shifts or certain things. Because you got Three of Pentacles though. This is an apprenticeship, studying, going into something. So it could be shifting majors, doing something different. I don't know. Kind of feels like that. Yeah. But I tell you, Eight of Pentacles is just like a relationship, a certain situation. I tell you, if it is, like somebody don't pay attention to shit. That's why I say kind of felt like you saying, "Oh, well, yeah," or da 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 da. Okay, you got the Fool. You got Six of Wands and the Four of Cups. That's why I say kind of feel like, oh, this here, like needing to cut ties, kind of like somebody needs somebody like that, or whatever the case may be. Pre-warning, warning, whatever the case may be. It's kind of like, oh, they did this now. And I tell you, this Fool is like somebody who sees something. Like this gives me like, oh, it just, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Somebody sees something through rose-colored glasses. Though. Queen of Cups, somebody also could be somebody that's very psychically developed or empathetic or in tune. You got Six of Wands and the Four of Cups though. So this could be somebody that's a friend of me, an enemy, or whatever the case may be, in a state of like in regret, soaking in their own feelings. So that's why I say it's kind of like if you did give somebody some advice, it's kind of like, oh well, damn, I should have took it. Boom. Somebody gave. It's like it's like somebody gave somebody some advice, but somebody didn't take it. On the flip side, though, it's weird. Though. It's kind of somebody told something about something, somebody didn't take pre-warning, or somebody wants to say something, but you're kind of like, oh no, I don't want you to say we're friends. But I'm just telling you this, though. But it's kind of like somebody's going to, no, so and so said, and it's like, woo, all right. You got Page of Cups. Then we go to Seven of Wands and then Four of Swords. I said they're holding something over somebody's head, but it kind of felt like that in the middle. Where I got to do because of this. Like that's what it kind of felt like though. Knight of Pentacles is kind of immaturity. Somebody's kind of like stubborn, set in their ways. Could be a little bit dark, hard to deal with. Like, that's why I say it's just kind of is though. So you Four of Swords, I'm guessing definitely holding some over somebody's head and inability to be able to budge. It is though. So I don't know if it's like emotionally somebody's stuck in a place. Does that make sense? Like emotionally, somebody's like, okay, yeah. Like the response of, oh, I'm sorry, this is there. But building or going forward in a relationship, somebody's like, no. So it's kind of like if you were trying to grow or move forward or something. I don't know. It kind of feels like somebody's like, hell no. Because I told you, out of this page, because I don't want all of them down look like this. Like, look at her eyes, her hands behind her. I feel all the time, she looks so sneaky. Even though it's upright, as I said, she looks so sneaky. And I don't like it. Then, through that's a card of dark magic. Girl, don't get me started. Okay, all right. Then you got Page of Pentacles. Here I go again. Then we got Eight of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and then we got Eight of Cups. Yep, I told you this is somebody that's like returning back to a person. I don't know if this is Queen of Cups. It's like weird though, because it's kind of like if High Priestess is here though, and it's kind of like intuitiveness. I think it kind of like blocked. Somebody could be developing some form of an addiction on tarot or certain situation though. So it's kind of like if this Queen of Swords, this Queen of Cups, is somebody that's very in tune. They would say no, and the no will make somebody feel like, oh, why would you do that? Because it's like creating this independence instead of codependence. But a lot of people do this though, so that's why I said that's like that involvement. Page of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords with the Three of Pentacles though, and the Eight of Cups. So I told you, stuck and not knowing what to do though. But it's kind of like being caught up in a situation. I don't think somebody's like paying attention. Like you hear me say that growth. Um, like I put the blog link in the blog. I put the blog link in there where I talk about new levels, same devils, where a lot of people don't grow from old experiences and they go to new levels, get new money, get new jobs, get new careers, they get here and they don't see how it's like, oh, why does this hurt? Because it brings up this, because somebody's more energetically attached to something. I think that's where the manifestations come from. Yeah, but High Priestess, I told you, that's kind of like, ugh, High Priestess is not a person. Like, let me think something. High Priestess reverse, it was upright, yeah, but High Priestess reverse is more of a person when it comes to spiritual type concepts. That's somebody, I don't know. It's kind of like that. It's a hard no. It looks like somebody's developing some form of codependency on something. Oh yeah, I'm a no. Somebody's like no. So it's kind of like no. If somebody says no, I don't know. Somebody's going to the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups don't see it because it's this revealing. I don't know. Somebody's how they play on your emotions to get you to reveal. I don't know. But it looks like that. All right, okay, let's go. If it resonates, it resonates. I don't know. Probably being in the middle. I'm looking for the man in the mirror. Wait a minute, I gotta put my crystals up in my titty child. These hoes. Um, yeah, yeah. Just got rich. Took a broke nigga bitch. And your nigga. Why I said in my head, these hoes ain't loyal. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just, I'm just playing. I am. Look at my bottom. It's like flipped on this side. Fuck up out of here. I got one more to do. I might try to do all four though. I got three more to do. I might try to do all three though. I might because it's only 8:52. Because I'm procrastinating. I got one more blog I gotta push out. And I'm back on my regular schedule program. Alright, wait a minute. Man, shut wrap this up. Woo! The mouse. Ooh, I like that though. Because a mouse can get into spaces that other people can't. Or whatever. It's not being seen. Ooh, the owl. The owl, yeah, I said money problems. The owl reverse could be money scarcity. Reverse though, it's all about clairvoyant and wisdom though. This could be seeing, overseeing money, overlooking the situation. Whether that's careers or changes or trying to figure out what it is that you want to do. The owl though, it's a card of, I'll tell you, money scarcity, worried about money problems. All right, let's go. Woo, sit your ass down. You reverse to somebody that's kind of like, that's why somebody in a hangman position. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's probably communication. Zebra, jaded. Mm-hmm. Elephant, oyster. Mouse. All right, one more, one more. Ooh, girl, y'all got a lot of shadow cards. Bottom of the deck, we got snake. Awakening. I've been trying to Google a snake to eat itself. Don't ask me why I want to see that. I just want to see it. But all right, let's go. You got to be in the hawk though. I think that's why somebody's in a hangman position though. I don't know if you see somebody that's in a position or overworked and you're like trying to say something from a place of communication, but this may be overlooking something though. Like trying to soar and rise above though. The black egg, just communicating though. And the zebra, this could be communicating the emotions or whatever the case may be. It's a very egocentric card. Somebody who has a different type of personality, somebody who thinks outside the box. But when it's reversed, it's easily jaded. So I don't know if it's a person that you're communicating with or the action that is responded with. Then you got the elephant though. I saw you that's like blockages being able to push you to the next level, but you have an oyster here that's unable to open up. It's shy, is hesitant, is resistant. That's a card of not knowing the value of what's on the inside. So I don't know if that's the way somebody's moving. Then you got the moth and the scorpion though. I like this though because the scorpion upright is letting go. It's in its mind. It processes. The moth moves on from one situation to the next one, but it's very shadowy. That's why I said that's that double energy that was kind of like, oh, don't worry about it. I got me. Because somebody may be just as grimy, but don't know the situation or it may affect somebody differently. Then you got the golden egg and the heart chakra and the crocodile. Kind of predatory much. Golden egg is reversed. It got something to do with the heart chakra. There was the epitome of clingy people who attach situations unemotionally, communicating what goes on to the heart. Or I don't know if it's another person though. I said to me, it got something to do with another person, but it's tugging some form of heartstring, or somebody's needing that emotional understanding, or you crocodile somebody who knows how to communicate, insist, watch, look. So on that note, I don't know what the fuck we're gonna name this. We can name this a message lost in translation. Yep, message lost in translation. Yep. Yep. All right. Okay. I'm gonna say that. Bye.